Just me and my random thoughts. How often do you just take a minute to sit and quiet? The only thing keeping you company is you. Just sitting there with your thoughts, letting them wander, letting them go where they might. This morning, I'm doing just that. Doing one of my favorite things. Getting outside before the sun comes up and just sitting with my thoughts. So, let's talk about it. Well, this morning, as you can see, I'm a little bundled up. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I was running a little bit behind this morning. The sun was going to beat me up. Luckily for me, it's a cloudy day. So first light was a little bit later. Unfortunately, not seeing a sunrise. So, not super ideal. It's cloudy. It's a little chilly, but that's all right. It doesn't take away from why I like to be out here and what I like to do. It's just calming. It's relaxing. But it just gives me an opportunity to be in my own thoughts, kind of let them wander, let them go where they will. Just kind of just be with myself. Just be lost in my thoughts, I guess. Just give me a minute before the chaos of the family and the life ensues, right? Plan the day, plan the week, relax, enjoy just some peace and quiet, some calm. Though I'll be honest, a lot of times the dogs get the zoomies. That's not very calming or relaxing, but it is what it is. I like to come out and listen to nature, see the calm, listen to the calm. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot moving out here this morning. Oh, there goes the cranes. I'm not gonna be able to get those on camera. They kind of nest down just over by this pond that's like right over here. They're pretty fun to watch. They're loud. You probably can't hear them on camera, but it's crazy. Last summer, the summer before, I watched them every single morning. And it was crazy how you could set your clock by when they would leave their nest in the morning. It was pretty impressive. It was pretty neat to see, and that's something. Nature's pretty crazy. It's pretty wonderful to watch, pretty wonderful to witness. It's beautiful. You see these beautiful pictures of landscapes and animals, and it's a beautiful thing, but those little snapshots and everything that we see, a lot of times we have to remember that that's just a brief moment in time, that nature is actually quite chaotic. A lot of chaos that happens. You gotta think about it. Like everything that's out there that's living, all they're trying to do is survive. They don't have the creature comforts that we humans do, They struggle every single day to just make it to the next day. And it's beautiful, and it's and we should try to protect it and this and that, but we got to remember that it's not just all this serenity and beauty and everything. There's a lot of chaos and stuff that happens. I don't know why my brain went there, but it's something I think about quite often, is just the dichotomy of nature, and how beautiful it is, but how chaotic and crazy and scary it can be sometimes, Probably won't be able to hear them, but Frank and Cheryl are coming by. Nobody cares, nobody gives a shit, but it's just a funny anecdote that a lot of times we'll see just two geese flying together, just two. Now we see a lot of flocks, flying around and whatever, but we always just see two by themselves. And one day we were cruising and we're like, oh, Frank and Cheryl, they're just out for their Sunday drive. And it just kind of stuck. So I don't do this every day, but I try to do it at least once a week. And typically that happens on the weekends, because during the week, like I've said before, anything after 6:30 a.m. is not guaranteed, because that's when the family gets up and we get moving on our day. So I have time to just sit and be. I might have 10, 15 minutes, but I really like to try and be outside, or at least up and ready to just relax, around first light, because that's when things are moving. You can see some animals. That's always fun. It just gives you that 30, 40 minutes where you can just be in your own thoughts, be relaxed. Sometimes your thoughts will be good, sometimes they won't be, but it's just good to sit and be. People be like, oh, that's pretty boring, isn't it? I mean, I guess it can be, but I think a lot of times we get too quick to just chalk it up as being bored. in a negative light. Boredom can actually lead to a lot of good ideas and good thinking and thought processing and critical thinking. I think that because we are so consumed with all the information, all of the technology that's around us, that sometimes if we sit for 5 minutes, we're like, oh, I'm bored and we got to do something, we got to get that quick dopamine hit from jumping on social media. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and say that I don't do that, because I definitely do. There's times when I jump on my phone. I sit and I've been sitting for a couple minutes. I'm like, oh, I got to do something. I got to whatever. But I really try to be cognizant of that. And that's another reason why I do this, is try to desensitize my brain to boredom. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Coffee's still steaming, but it's not cold. You have something to say, Doc? I don't think so. Oh, there they go. There's zoomies again. So that's another place that my mind always wanders when I'm sitting out here. As I look around at all the things that I want to do. I don't know if you paid attention, but man, the yard is just sand right now. We've got this weird privacy fence that we don't need. We want to move the chicken coop. Just improvements that I want to do. I want to build off a little bit of a deck over here. There's all the stuff that I want to do and want to accomplish. And sometimes gets my heart pumping, raises my stress levels. But it's all right. Maybe I'm just taking inventory. I'm just taking stock of all the things that I need to do, all the things that I want to do in due time, right? In due time. And with due finances. It takes money and time. That's all it is. I don't know, comment down below. When was the last time that you just sat and relaxed and let your mind wander, let your thoughts come and go, wrestled with the inner workings of your brain? It's so beneficial sometimes. I don't know if talking to myself is beneficial. I guess I'm not talking to myself, right? I'm talking to you. Now, as I'm sitting here thinking about the rest of my day, I'm kind of dreading my workout this morning. See, I took an off day on Tuesday. I'm just tired and exhausted, so I took an off day. So my day 5 program is happening on the weekend, on a Saturday. Sometimes I like to do that too, because the Friday programs will a lot of times be longer. And so it's nice to be able to do them on a Saturday, so I'm not feeling rushed through them. Usually I give myself during the week an hour to hour 15 to do a workout, but today it might take a little bit longer. And to be honest with you, kind of dreading it. So it's pretty simple. It's just 3 rounds. But you run 2 miles, and then you do 50 floors on a Stairmaster. I don't have a Stairmaster at home, so you can do 250 step-ups. 3 rounds of that. Now, last week when I did this workout, I did it in the gym. I did it downstairs. I did it during the week, and it was 2 rounds. So I ran it on the treadmill and did my step-ups, but it's about 30 degrees. I figured we'll do it outside. We'll do the run outside. I'll carry my cooler upstairs, bring it outside with me, and do the step-ups. We'll do it outside today. It's a little chilly, but we'll be running, we'll be moving. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Famous last words. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wrap up out here. I got some coffee in me. Should probably eat something. Probably shouldn't have done the coffee before the workout, but it's just how things worked out today. That's another thing is I woke up this morning, and to be honest with you, last night before I went to bed, like I always talk about, is I planned my day ahead, and I said, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do this workout, I'm going to do it outside. I woke up this morning, and I was a little tired. I was like, maybe I won't do it. There's that, just that voice right now, because I'm tired. I'm extra tired. I've been pushing to shoot these and do this and everything else. I'm not going to make a promise to myself and then not keep it. So if I can't do that for myself, how can I do that for everybody else? If I can't trust in me, how can I expect other people to trust in me? No, I know it's not going to be fun. Another favorite saying of mine is embrace the suck. It's going to suck, so embrace it. Just go get it done. Take that breath. Take that quick pause, and then just go get it done. All right. Oh, we got some animals moving. Just some antelope over here. Probably can't see them on the camera. Nothing real exciting. Just some antelope, speed goats, pronghorn, whatever you want to call them. Man, I just love watching. Like, some people might think that I'm crazy for it, but I just love watching nature. Something about it. I love watching animals. Nobody cares. You know, that's the other thing about this. Nobody cares, right? I know I care. It's my life. But that's what I'm trying to do with this is trying to connect with people, trying to find stuff that people can connect with. All right. I think it's enough time putting it off. I think it's time to go get that workout done, get it in, get on with the rest of my day. Doc says hello. All right. We're going to go get after it. You go get after your day too. As always, I appreciate you watching, appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed hanging out with me this morning, please consider subscribing. And as always, make the day great, make the day yours. I'll catch you next time. See ya.